A history of winning started with the 65 Gators losing steam, losing sweat. The solution? A drink that hydrates better than water and changed the game forever.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
ServiceMaster by Ayatt's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. Call ServiceMaster by Ayatt today.
And good afternoon here from Highfield. I'm Jay Paul, and welcome to AubreyLeeLive.com, where we stream up to 200 games and events every year, and all of those broadcasts, including 12 different sports. We did graduation and prom, grand march, and choir band and orchestra concerts, robotics. We stream them all, and they're brought to you by great local businesses like GT Window and Door, Gutters by GT, Cento, Mr. Sandless, and by ServiceMaster by Ayatt. We have links to them and their online information on this very website, AubreyLeeLive.com. I'm Jay Paul. I spent a lot of time in radio here in Albert Lea, and also with stops in Texas and Nebraska and Mankato along the way, but left radio in July of last year for the world of streaming sports on AubreyLeeLive.com. Like I said, doing the nearly 200 different high school games and events. Loving it, and we appreciate you watching and or listening. Be sure to tell friends and family about us, especially far away families, so they can listen to the games and events that are important to them for free. We also archive every game and event for rewatching free at any time. And to advertise with us and shine a light on local students, as well as getting your message out to thousands of people on nearly 200 broadcasts a year, you can call 507-402-1600 or ask a question on this very website, AubreyLeeLive.com. And for more information about the American Legion Post 56 in Albert Lea, their Honor Guard, or any of their events, or the Bar and Grill, or the Freedom Rock, go to AmericanLegionPost56.com or find them on social media, and the VFW Post 447 in action today. You can find them at VW Post number 447 Albert Lea, Minnesota on Facebook. I didn't get a chance to talk to manager Rich Yost here of the Post 447 boys, but I did get a pregame interview with Brecken Wackles, who's playing out in left field today. He pitched on Monday, did a fine job coming in relief. 7 strikeouts, shut the door on the opponent on Monday and secured the win as they scored 7 runs, 7-4 win there. 8-1, these guys. And team batting average, 320. They've scored 62 runs in 9 games, almost 7 a game on average, averaging a bit over 8 hits a game with 2 doubles a game and 4 steals a game. It makes a lot more fun when you got all that chaos going on the bases. It's been good on defense, too, and pitching. And this Rochester team, though, real good, too. Out of Mayo, they're the South VFW from Rochester. They're 7-2, so it's going to take a lot to get the W today, and it's an early game because we got a lot of stuff going on here in Albert Lea, and they're going to get this done here at top of the hour. So I will talk with Brecken Wackles coming up here. We'll take a quick break and be back with that, starting lineups and all kinds of other stuff here on the pregame here on AlbertLeeLive.com, and let's listen to this one. Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lea Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lea Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call ServiceMaster by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call ServiceMaster.
Radio here in Albert Lea, and also with stops in Texas and Nebraska. All right, I guess I'm live back here. I'm doing it all today. My daughter Farron is having fun with friends, and so it's all up to Dad here, and I will do my best to get all this to you here. And crisply as we can, we have 2 nice views here of the action. Here's the right side of the field, and then we'll probably watch this for every pitch, and if it goes to the right, we'll just switch like that, and hopefully that'll be good for today, and hopefully I can remember, because I got to do our scoreboard and keep a book and do the play-by-play as well. So it's going to be a busy time. But I do have an interview with a player here, player profile on the pregame. Player profile today is Brecken Waggles, who is having, you're playing baseball, but you're also doing a lot of wrestling camps and tournaments. And, I mean, not even camps, you're competing all over the place.
Yeah, I'm staying busy this summer.
So how's that going for you?
It's going good. Baseball, I'm just coming and having fun and stuff, coming when I can. And
you pitched a whale of a game on, Monday?
Yeah. Yep. So that's fun getting
Came
some
in and
pitching
got 7 strikeouts in relief, so
yeah,
that was good. Shut the door on the opponent. So, and then wrestling-wise, where have you been? You've been everywhere. You've been out west?
Yep, I've been to Utah, and we wrestled in the duels for Team Minnesota, and then later on this month I'm going to North Dakota for Fargo. So.
And you had a great year at high school wrestling, too. What'd you finish at state?
I didn't place at state, but I made it to the blood rounds. Yeah.
And you're young yet. You got chances yet.
Yeah.
and you're trying to improve yourself, too. That's really great to see that you're that dedicated. That must be your favorite sport.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Yep.
What else? Oh, football, too. That's coming up, too.
Football's coming up. I'm excited for that.
I know. You had some flashes last year.
Yep.
As a sophomore, I think you were, right?
Yeah, it should be fun.
So your junior year and looking to be more of a leader, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe you already are.
Yeah.
But I could see that your dad and your mom are stalwart members of the community as well. So,
Yep.
And your sister.
Yeah.
You were the brother of the queen last year. How's that?
I was. It's fun living in the shadow, I guess.
Was it like you a prince?
Yeah, I guess, something like that.
All right, so these guys today, Mayo, they're pretty tough too. I hear they got a pretty good record, so it's gonna be a tough one today.
Yep.
What do you expect? Do you remember playing them at all?
Yeah, I think we played them during the school season, so it should be a good game. If we can throw strikes and put the bat in the ball, we should be fine.
Do you know where you're playing, or?
I'm not sure yet.
I haven't made up the. I haven't seen the manager, Rich Yost, yet. But
yeah. All
right. Hey, good luck, man. It's fun to watch you in all the sports you play, and I'm looking forward to football. I think you guys might be a little better.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The van, the yellow van, call Service Master.
As we return here to Hike Field, ready to go, the manager's actually talking at home plate, doing a little lineup switch, and the umpire's here. As you can see, can you see that? Where are they? A little bit too far back. Let me just, you can't see that. So there they are. The angle is maybe going to cut out the umpire here today, which is too bad, but it's all I could get. So it's a good look at the batting pitching matchups, though, especially for right-handers. But the lineup, so today it's going to be Preston Smith pitching for Albert Lea, the 8-1 Albert Lea Legion or VFW Post 447, as they take on the 7-2 Rochester Mayo South VFW team, coached by Joe Maggie. And so Smith will be pitching and leading off for Albert Lea. Casey Olvey catches and hits second. Paxton Hovde is the shortstop, going third. The cleanup batter, Drew Olvey, and Brecken Waggles will play left field, bat fifth. Cooper Rassler is sixth and playing out in right. Aiden Boss, center fielder, bats seventh. Aiden Jensen will go eighth and play first base, with Brendan Zoper at second base, batting ninth, and only two reserves today for Rich Yost. And those are Peyton Alberts and Bryson Gilliam. So not a lot of maneuvering going on there, but you can get Gilliam's speed in there, and Alberts usually plays first base and can handle the bat as well. We'll get to some of the numbers here that these guys are putting. I mean, you can't get to be 8-1 and not have good numbers, but it's fun to recite them and know where they stand. It'll be Lincoln Cox pitching for Rochester, South VFW Mayo, as they have Ethan Wong, a center fielder, batting first. Colton Brandt will catch and play or bat second. George Restovich is the third baseman, batting third. Cleanup is Gavin Iverson, the shortstop. Left fielder Grayson Yankee will bat fifth. Lincoln Cox is the pitcher, going sixth. Cam Werneberg is playing out in right field. He'll bat seventh. William Birch, the first baseman, bats eighth, with Weston Brandt ninth, playing second. They got a bunch of bench players: Peterson, Busher, Bassano, Zenz, Baker, Herding, Maggie, Holton, Weiss. They brought some people to play today against Albert Lee. They'll come at us in waves, I guess. But take another quick break here and return with some numbers. We'll put the numbers to you here and tell you what everybody's been doing to get to 8-1 here on the VFW season. Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, mrsandless.com. All right, back here at Hike, and you look at the numbers and you can see why they got to be 8-1, this Albert Lee VFW 447 crew, but I don't have a lot of pitching numbers. They haven't kept those, and it's hard to get them, especially when they play on the road, if they're not keeping stats. But the VFW not as put together as high school or even Legion, but they're just lacking in somebody to run websites and keep track of all this stuff, so the coaches know. And I stole the books and got numbers for as much as I could. But, man, as a team, they're hitting 320, Albert Lee VFW, so that's really nice. With the top of the line is Nate Herr, who's not playing today, not here today. He's batting .555 on the year. Cooper Rassler, a .346, every .470 for Ethan Hauser, .411 for Hayden Boss, .428 from Graham Goskison. And so, yeah, big numbers. Preston Smith, today's pitcher, who's also going to be hitting. He is batting .416, 5 for 12 on the year. But Nate Herr also leads the team in a lot of categories. 11 runs. He's one ahead of Drew Olvey in that category for the team lead. He's got not as many RBIs, though, one, but 5 doubles leads the team in that category. He's only struck out once in his 18 at-bats, Nate Herr, and 2 walks. So when he gets up to the bat, he's seeing the ball well and hitting it, putting it in play. 4 steals, too, for Nate. But the leader in steals is Bryson Gilliam, who has 8 on the season. Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top-quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the albertleelive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
Comprehensive Wealth Solutions is here to help you make informed decisions about your financial future. CWS can provide you with a wealth strategy that aligns with your vision and values. Visit cwsfbo.com. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee. So Preston Smith will warm up here as we get ready to go on a steamy Thursday, July the 3rd. Preston, the leading pitcher on the staff in the high school season for the varsity, and also here and on the Legion team. He pitches for both. So he's having a fabulous young baseball life here. And we'll get a look at his opponent here in the next half inning, which is Lincoln Cox. That's the guy's name. Trying to remember the stats I write down here for pitchers. K, B for a strikeout and walk. We check wild pitches and caught stealings, fly ball outs, ground ball outs, and hit by pitch. And Preston doesn't do that much, but he will give you a whale of a ball game from the hill normally. So looking forward to this. And of course, both teams doing well this year. It's 7-2, Rochester South VFW, basically the Mayo kids. And of course, 8-1, Albert Lee VFW post 4-4-7. And the wind is blowing out a little bit today, not real strong, but it may. Let's get a look at that too. We are looking at that. So here we go with our batter view. And it'll be Ethan Wong, the center fielder, coming in to start things against Preston. Just getting my last notes written down here for stats. And we'll be ready to go. Wong steps in on the right side. And here's the pitch from Smith. It's low for ball one. To Ethan Wong. Colton Brandt and George Restovich to follow here in the first. This one is hit to right, a base hit. And lead batter on for Rochester South VFW, as it's the first hit given up, of course, by Smith. He'll face Colton Brandt now, the catcher. He's a righty as well. The umpire going out to the pitcher's mound, coming back now. Oh, we can barely see the batter. I might have to go out there and adjust that, huh? That's too bad. I thought I had everything in view there, but a little bit to the right far. And this one's going out to right field, but caught out there by Cooper Rassler. So one out, and back to first goes Ethan Wong. 2 shots to right already. And we have one down for George Restovich, the third baseman. As the pitch comes in, strike called. He's only thrown 4 pitches. 3 batters. Strike one to George Restovich, as they've all been righties, and this is a swing and a miss. Right two. Wong gets his lead at first. And holding them on over there is first baseman Aiden Jensen, and that is low. So ball one. 1-2. As the 1-2 is on the way. And the runner goes. They pitch out a little bit, and that one was actually pitched in. I don't know if that was on purpose, but Wong slides in safely. I guess we missed that, didn't we? All right. He's at second, believe me. He slid in safely and got the steal there. And the count is 2-2 to Restovich, and he rings him up there on strike 3 for the first strikeout for Preston Smith. Runner in scoring position for the cleanup batter, Gavin Iverson, the shortstop. Steps in, and another righty. And the pitch is on the outside corner, but too far off. Ball one to Iverson. one hit. That runner is at second after stealing the bag, and here's 2 down and a pitch. Lifted to left field, and the catch is made by left fielder out there, Brecken Wackles. Just a few steps to his left, and he makes the fly ball out, and that's the third. They leave one stranded, and after a half inning, it is scoreless here from Hike Field on Albert Lee Live.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on albertleelive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
Back here at Hike Field, this bottom of the first here with Albert Lee coming to bat. Preston Smith followed by Casey Olvey and Paxton Hovde, as they held the Rochester Mayo South VFW scoreless. Lincoln Cox out on the hill. I think I'm going to give up on that view because I always use the pitcher, and I don't have time to run down. See if Farron was here, or if I had a assistant, I would run them down there and reposition that camera. But the sun was shining in it. I couldn't see it. It looked good, but it's not going to work. So we'll do this view here. Can't get the corners or any fly ball outs to the outfield. And I might even add in the running the scoreboard here. Here's the pitch to Preston, and it's outside for ball 1. Oh, I might even want to overlay my scoreboard. Boy, she does a lot when I'm going. This is a grounder to short. And the throw gets the first baseman to hop up in the air, but he comes down in time to get Preston by a step or two on a 6-3 put out for out number 1. And that'll bring up Casey Olvey, the catcher, for Albert Lee. And Casey is batting .291, 4 runs scored, 4 RBIs, a couple of doubles. Takes the first pitch, strike 1. Oops, I got top of the second. What am I doing? Bottom of the first is what it is. All right, so that one comes in, and it's a 1-1 count here to Casey. Cox fires, and that's swing and a miss for Olvey. He makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the first, scoreless with the other team. I would imagine both at the top of the standings, although I have not seen the standings, but if they're on the same VFW circuit, one is 7-2, one is 8-1. It's pretty much the top. I don't know if anybody's undefeated. We haven't run into anybody with this good a record as us until today, so this is hit into left and caught out there by their left fielder for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Albert Lee here in the bottom of the first. Peyton Hovde, shortstop, and right-handed batter. And he hits the first pitch in the air. That's going to be trouble. Nope, it hangs up long enough for the center fielder to run in and make the grab. So 1-2-3 inning for Rochester D. And we're scoreless after 1 on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
As we continue here to the second inning and scoreless game, it'll be the 5, 6, 7 hitters for Rochester. Grayson Yankee, Lincoln Cox, and Cam Warneberg to face Preston Smith, who gave up one hit in that first inning, struck out one, and had 2 fly ball outs. One to each side of the outfield, and we await a catcher. As, of course, Halvey was he flew out to left for the second out of the bottom of the first, so just got the gear on coming out. They don't have a lot of guys to spare. Only 2 bench players. So Preston will get his warm-ups here, and I can tell you the numbers again, but the only problem number was wise. They got 35 steals, this Albert Lee VFW 447 crew, in 9 games, which is really nice. They have 45 RBIs, or 62 runs in total. That's about 7 a game. And then they have struck out 42 times and walked 44. So that's a little too even. You want to have more walks than strikeouts, but more than 2 more would be nice too. But if you want to be nitpicky, that's there for you. But, boy, they're playing well in all phases. And here's Smith's pitch, and that is up high and tight to Yankee for ball 1. See if we can look in here, and that's going to be low for ball 2. So the 2-0 on the way. Another low one, as Preston needs to relocate that strike zone, or, sometimes they're trying to get him to pitch, to swing a pitch out of the zone. Of course, that one bounced in before the plate, so got to get it up there a little bit more. 3-0 now to Yankee. And that one is a strike called as he takes all the way, so 3-1. To the left fielder. And he watches that one. Didn't swing at any of them and walked in 5 pitches. So another leadoff runner for Rochester. They stranded the other one last inning. Let's see what happens here with Lincoln Cox coming to the plate. They've been all right-handers so far for Mayo. South VFW from Rochester. Runner gets his lead. That's Yankee. And here's Smith's offering to Cox is a strike called. And it's 0-1. That's right up the middle. Solid base hit. And cruises right out there fast, so Aiden Boss can play it back in there from center and hold everybody to 1 base. Yankee at second now with the base hit and a walk to start the second. And Cam Warneberg coming up. He's the right fielder. Second hit of the game for this Mayo South VFW. Runners with their leads. And Preston checks them and delivers. And a strike is called. Nobody out here in the second. 2 on. Smith again surveying the bases and now delivers. And that's low. 1-1. Again, the wind, actually, it's blowing in now. It does feel good coming into the press box window. I'll give you that. Here's the pitch. And look at it. He wanted to swing, but let it go. And it was outside. 2-1. As Smith goes into his movements and checks the runner and now delivers. That's in the air to right, curving foul on out of play. 2-2. See if I can zoom in and out a little bit. Give you some movement anyway. And then maybe I can go out a little bit for those foul balls. But it is a 2-2 count. Nobody out and 2 on here in the top of the second for Rochester. Scoreless game. As Smith deals and check swing. 3-2. It's a full count. Warnerberg. Everybody's been a right-handed batter. They got 2 left. See what they are, Birch and Brandt. The 8-9 hitters. And the 3-2 is fouled out of play. We'll do it again. Got to get some outs here, and any base is a force, except home, of course, but that's a blight. As the infield straight away, fairly anyway. Second baseman kind of cheating over and trying to affect the base runner, but that's a strikeout of Warrenberg for Preston. That's number 2 on the afternoon for him. And the first out. William Birch, the first baseman on a lefty, is up now, and he slices one foul down the third base line. Strike 1 to William. Maybe I'll just leave it on the wide view. If the bigger you screen, the better you're going to see it, that's for sure. And I have a tiny little box on my laptop. If it was laptop big, I could see it real well. But I've got a lot of other buttons to push that I keep forgetting too. As 1-1 is our count, with 1 out in the top of the second and runners at first and second. And this one's up the middle, cut off nicely. Nice. So I thought he shuffled it over to the second baseman at the bag, but then it gets away at first, so the run scores. First of all, it was a really nice pickup there for Hovde as a shortstop. He had to go a long way to his left to scoop that one up. But then I think he tried to flip it to his second base battery mate there, Soper, but couldn't quite complete that. And then the throw to first got away. It's going to end up being a really nice play, and he's going to end up with, I don't know, he probably would have been safe at first anyway. So we'll give him a hit for that. That's my scoring for you. But that was a tough play, and I think the runner would have been safe anyway, although he did not get the ball out of his glove to get the runner at second either. But I'm giving him credit for even touching that ball, much less being able to try and make a play on it. So we'll give him a hit on this score sheet. That's 3. So now it's runners at the corners as Yankee scored to make it 1-0. Cox goes all the way over to third. He's got a pinch runner in there for him, and I get a number on that when I get a chance. This one is bounced over Smith to second baseman, who throws to first for the out. And so Soper gets it to Jensen, and a 4-3 put out for out number 2. And we're at the top of the order again. The run scored, of course. Cox, his pinch runner, so it's 2-0 here in the top of the second. 2 down. And a strike called to Ethan Wong, who singled his last time up and stole a base and was stranded. Runner at second, 2 down, 2 in. And a slow roller to third. Nice play there as goes from Drew Ulvey to Aiden Jensen on a 5-3 putout. They do get 2 runs, though, and take the lead after an inning and a half. It's 2-0 Rochester with the 447 crew coming to bat on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
2-0 as Rochester took the lead there and pieced together a couple of earned runs off of Preston Smith with the walk, single, and then a couple of singles in the inning. As Albert Lee will bat Drew Olvey, Breckenwalk, Olsen, Cooper, Rassler. Here are the 4, 5, 6 hitters. They went down 1, 2, 3 in the first. Drew Olvey playing third base today, and he is batting .258 on the season. Scored 10 runs, second best on the team. 6 RBIs, which is second best on the team. A couple of doubles. And he takes low for a ball, 1-0. Oops, what happened? I lost my other camera or something. I have to reload that as it disappeared.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on albertleelive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lea. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you.
All right, we're streaming live, and I think we have both of our views back. I had to leave and come back into the session here, and hopefully you're still hanging with, but it is now 2-2 with Albert Lea having runners at second and third. Olvey's at second, Hovde's at third, and Wacholz had a fly to center for the only out. Cooper Rassler batting here. He had a bunt single his first time up, and it's 2-2 to him. Still tied at 2. Bottom of the third now. Whoops. And there's one out. 2-2 is a foul ball there. Second and third. Trying to untie this thing. That's high from Lincoln Cox, and it's full count. He has had a couple of walks, 2 strikeouts, Cox, with 2 runs on 4 hits so far. And Balk is going to score a run. So Hovde comes in to give the Albert team the lead, 3-2, and Olvey will go to third. It's a 3-2 count here to Rassler. And he walks. So the complications continue for Lincoln Cox here, and they're going to visit him quickly at this. The manager just runs out there. It's bases loaded again. Nope, it's runners at the corners after the run scored. So runners at the corners on the third walk given up by Cox. On that balk, and so back-to-back singles, then a fly to center, then the balk scores the run, and Aiden Boss is coming up. He struck out his first time up. Runners to the corners. Olvey at third, Rassler at first. Boss is up. 4.11 average on the season coming in for Aiden, so he can hit it. He's got 5 RBIs. He squares to bunt, and then backs off. The runner goes. The throw is too low, and safely in at second is Rassler. Second and third now with 1 out. And a 1-0 count here to Boss. And that is out of the zone, so a 2-0 count here to Aiden. With Aiden Jensen. He's got the Aidens back-to-back, Boss and Jensen here in the 7-8 spots. He jumps back on ball 3 and 3-0 to Boss. Center fielder waits. The runners jumping around on the bases, trying to aggravate Lincoln, and he walks. The base is full for like the 3rd or 4th time today. 2 walks this inning. And 2 walks back-to-back last inning, so 4. Bases are jammed again. Still only 1 out here in the 3rd, and Albert Lea has taken the lead, but they can really break things open here. It's 1-0 now to Aiden Jensen, the lefty, first baseman. Big spot for him to get a base hit here, maybe get a couple RBIs. That's a 1-1 count to Jensen. Brendan Soper on deck. That's outside and gets away. No, just not enough of a jump for a run to score there. It did bounce away quite a bit, but of course Cox coming in to cover the bag or the plate. But it's a 2-1 count to Aiden Jensen. With one down and bases full here for Albert Lee. They've been full a lot here today. Oh, that hits him, actually, or no, we went all the way behind him because it goes to the backstop and the runners all advance, and it's 4-2 as Ovi scores on the wild pitch. I thought it might have hit him, but I think it went all the way behind Jensen. And so to third goes Rassler, second goes Boss. Still the 1 out. And a 3-1 count to Jensen. He gets the fourth run in, 4-2. Trying to keep up, folks, as we do have our views, but now that I moved the remote cam, it's the same basic view, just one a little higher than the other. And there's a foul at the plate by Jensen. Makes it 3-2. Second and third. 1 out. 2 runs in. Rassler's at third, Boss at second. And Jensen, 3-2 pitch from Lincoln Cox is on the way, and he got a tick of it, but the catcher caught it, and he's out. So that'll be out number 2. Third strikeout for Cox, and Brendan Soper coming up. The 9-hitter. He walked his first time up. Swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1, and here we go with outside pitch. 1-0 to Soper. Top of the order due up next, but 2 down here with 2 on. A 2-run lead could double here with a base hit. Oh, we got a hold of one, but fouls it out of play. 1-2. Well, I'm glad we got back on, and I got 2 views, but this one by far the best. Just because the other one kind of cuts off third base. Probably had a foul ball go into the fence and affect that. 2-2 now is the count to Soper. Right-handed hitting second baseman takes ball 3. Nice eye there. 3-2 pitch coming up. So I did replace the cord on that camera, so maybe that was part of the problem. But I just basically, as a walk is issued, and another one because he has walked a lot of batters, 5, and most of them have walked to load the bases, as it happens here. And they're going to talk to him, maybe take him out, as Preston Smith and top of the order are due up. And we've batted 7, scored 2, bases loaded, 2 down. And Preston Smith, chance to help himself out, as the starting pitcher for Albert Lee can make a 2-run lead into 4 with a base hit. And he's having a good year, playing both VFW and Legion ball, but hitting .416 here, although he has 0 for 1 today with a ground out to short and a walk. But Preston, 1 strikeout in his 12 at-bats coming in, so he's not a strikeout. He's got 2 more, so 14 at-bats, only 1 K. So he's going to put the ball in play, and that can always help. They've had a couple of infield singles here, Albert Lee, to that left side. And we do a new pitcher coming in here. It is going to be Weston Brandt, the second baseman, coming in to relieve Lincoln Cox, who went 2 2/3, giving up the 4 runs on 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, 5 walks. Just too many base runners in his short stint. So Weston Brandt coming in, and he'll continue his warm-up tosses as we break here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, mrsandless.com.
Yeah, tough day for Lincoln Cox as he walked 5 and gave up the 4 runs on 4 hits. It's a 1-1 count now to, or no, it's not. It's Preston Smith stepping in here. He gets hit by the reliever Brandt, so a hit by pitch scores a run. A balk scored a run earlier, and a balk scores a run earlier, and now a hit by pitch scoring a run. And it is a 5-2 game with bases continuing to be loaded with 2 down here. 5-2 lead. And Brandt pitching to Olvey. Smith's on first. Casey Elvey up to bat. You got Rassler scoring on the hit by pitch. Boss is at third now. Soper at second. With Smith at first and a 2-0 count to Casey, who skies one. It's infield hit and it's going to be caught by the third baseman. And finally they get out of the inning. But 3 runs score here in the third for Albert Lea to take a 5-2 lead after 3 complete on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lea Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lea Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man in the yellow van, called Service Master.
Albert Lea 4-4-7 batting around there in the third, scoring 3 times to take a 5-2 lead. And chase the starter, Lincoln Cox, after 2 2/3. Trying to get the 9-1, Rich Yost and his crew, before the 4th of July. But a 7-2 crew here from Mayo, the South VFW. And they're not going to give up. A pinch hitter, I believe, because Cox came out of the game and his position was due up. So they got Oliver Busher coming in to bat for him here in the 4th. Oliver is putting on his stuff over here. As just coming out here is starting catcher Olvey, who was out on the base paths there in the half inning. So it was Bryson Gilliam who came in to catch for Preston as he warms up for his 4th inning of work here. He's got 2 strikeouts, a walk. He's given up the 2 runs on 3 hits. 4 fly ball outs, 3 ground outs. Had a good rest of the arm anyway in that half inning. He batted 8th of the 9 and got hit, so that didn't help for his pitching, but I don't think it hit his pitching arm because he's a right-handed batter. But he got an RBI out of getting hit, so that helps. He comes in here to face the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Oliver Busher is pinch hitter here, and then Cam Warnerberg and William Birch do up as it's 1-0 to the new guy, Busher. 5-2 Albert Lea here, and the top of the 4th. They fell behind 2-0, then quickly tied it in the bottom of the second, 2-2, and took the lead with another crooked number in the third. 2-2, and if they could have got 1 in the first, they'd be looking at racking up some runs if they scored what the inning is. 2 out of the 3 innings they've done so. A 2-0 count to Busher, and he hits one to right up the middle there for a base hit on a leadoff single. 4th hit of the day. And Cam Warneberg struck out in the 2nd, coming up here. The runner at first, nobody out. Preston checks the runner. He runs all the way back. And batter stepped out, I guess, called time. So here we're back in action. As Smith delivers, foul is out of play here. Strike 1 to Warneberg. Technical issues, hot day, no assistant, and it shows as I'm trying to keep up with our scoreboard here. It's an 0-1 count with that foul ball. Runner at first, nobody out. Here in the 4th, this is lifted to right field, but you got a beat on it out there and makes the catch. That's Cooper Rassler without number 1. And the 5th fly ball out for these Mayo boys as William Birch will come up, the first baseman, a lefty. Had a base hit his first time up. Got stranded at first. Only 2 strikeouts for Preston today, but he's kept them pretty much in check. There's a high fly ball to the shortstop. Catch is made by Elvey, and it's 2 down with a runner on first. Couple of fly ball outs. That's 6 on the game. 2 down here for the 9-hitter, Weston Brandt. The second baseman, he was out on a grounder to second his first time up. And he hits one up the middle over the head of the second baseman, the glove of the second baseman. And 1 base is gained by Busher and a base hit for Brandt. Their 5th hit. 1st and 2nd now with 2 down. Top of the 4th. 5-2 Albert Lee VFW baseball. These are basically the JV players. There's age limits, but they check into all that. And some players can play for both the VFW and the Legion team. Legion member of the varsity players, basically. And it's a 0-1 count to Brandt here. No, this is top of the order, Wong. He rounded out to 3rd and singled in his 2 times up. It's 1-1. As Smith delivers, and a strike called. A 1-2 count to Eason Wong. See if they can get out of this inning and get those bats going again. That's fun to watch when they get it moving. They batted, 7 or 8 one inning and 9 last inning. And that one sticks right in the fence. If we can get a view of that. It is stuck in the fence. I don't know if you can see that. So a 1-2 count repeats. There's a couple of hops to short and played across to Jensen in time for the out. And they do not score. They have the 2 stranded. And another 6-3 put out. 4th ground ball out for Rochester. And they are thwarted in the 4th. And it's 5-2 Albert Lee. And we're coming to bat. The 447 gang is putting it to them again here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
And we go to the bottom of the fourth with a 5-2 Albertley lead. And batting the 3-4-5 hitters, Paxton Hovde, Drew Olvey, and Brecken Waggles. Due up here. Hovde and Olvey both singled and scored in their last at-bats. As Albertley got 2 in the second, 3 in the third to open up a 3-run lead here after falling behind 2-0 in the top of the second. But they managed to switch pitchers, get Lincoln Cox out of there, and they roughed him up. Actually, he roughed himself up with 5 walks and a balk that scored a run. He had his troubles in his 2 2/3. Weston Brandt came in and gave up a run. And here we are in the fourth with Hovde. He flew out to center his first time up, but then singled and scored. Paxton. I think this is his first game playing here, or at least at bats that count for the VFW. So he's 1 for 1 on the season. He takes ball 1. Here in the fourth, as the leadoff batter. Hitting third today in Rich Yost's order. And a strike is called. 1-1 to Paxton. This team is good. They're fun to watch. They sure can hit, like they said, the 320 average, team average coming in. A ball and 2 strikes now to Hovde. Here's the pitch. And he's fouled one. It's playable, drifting foul, and out of play. Okay, everybody was running after it. I thought it might have been playable, but we'll do a ball and 2 strikes again. Wind blowing in. You can hear it in the microphone, but it feels good on a hot day here in Albert Lea with tons of stuff going on all over town on the 3rd of July. Swing and a miss, and that's 1 up, 1 down here for Albert Lea. First K for Brandt, 4th of the day for Albert Lea batters. And Drew Olvey is up. Olvey singled twice. He's 2 for 2. And he had a 258 average coming in. So he's upped that for sure with the 2 base hits. Strike is called. One down, nobody on here in the fourth for Albert Lea. Already up 5-2, and another strike. 0-2 to Drew. And Brandt inside and high for ball 1. One, 2, 1 out. The pitch is inside again. 2-2. So got himself in an 0-2 hole, but has dug out of that with a 2-2 count here. Drew, the leader in at-bats for the VFW team. It's ball 3, 3-2. He's got 5 more coming in than Rassler did. Had 31 at-bats to 26. And, of course, the 3rd time up today, so he's up to 34 on the season. And he reaches for an outsider and strikes out there. So Brandt comes in and gets 2 in a row to start the 4th by way of K. And bring up Brecken Waggles, who singled and flew out to center. 1-1 for him today. 2 down, nobody on. 5-2, Albert Lea lead. It's good to see Brecken get a hit there, and that was his first VFW hit back in the 2nd inning. Scored, too. It was his first run scored for the team as well this season. He's got, I think it was ball 1. And now 2. They haven't updated the scoreboard here in the stadium yet, but I think it's 2-0. That's a strike called. I've got it 2-1. Yep, that's what it is. They're looking over the plate, seeing something needs to be cleaned, but no, they're back in, ready to go. Brandt delivers to Walkholes, and that's strike called. 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-2 count. 5-2 Albert Lee lead, and Brecken trying to add to that. He was my pregame player profile. And he's a busy dude. He's been wrestling all over and still has some of that going on before school starts. And then football, of course. He fouls that one off, still 2-2. And he lets that go 3-2. Rides him out to the max. Brandt, kind of a shorter pitcher out there, but getting the job done here with back-to-back. Oh, he struck out the side. 1, 2, 3. That's impressive for Weston Brandt. But we still lead 5-2 after 4 on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
Well, 3 strikeouts for Weston Brandt in the 4th, and the second 1-2-3 defensive inning for Mayo, the 1st and the 4th. But in between, they had a lot of trouble with the 5-run scoring on plenty of walks and a balk and a wild pitch and all kinds of runs were going for our guys, the good guys, for VFW 447. Now it's going to be top of 5, and Smith still out there. Working on 2 strikeouts is all. He had 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 2nd, but hasn't gotten one since, although he's held them at bay with the 2 runs on those 5 hits. Scattered through 4 innings. 1 walk is all, so he's been in the zone, and he's got 6 fly ball outs and 4 ground outs with his 2 strikeouts. And he's got the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up here. Colton Brandt, the catcher, who's flown out twice, once to right, once to center. And then George Restovich and Gavin Iverson to follow. Here's the pitch. And ball 1. To Brandt, who's now the pitcher. Or no, Weston Brandt's the pitcher. He went from second to pitcher. Anyway, that's fouled off. And Colton Brandt, the catcher, has a 1-1 count as he leads off the 5th of 7, of course. Weston rocks and fires outside and low. 2-1 is your count. And the 2-1 is outside. 3-1. To the leadoff batter here in the 5th. Colton Brandt, who fouls one back to go to a full count. Yeah, they had 2 in the 2nd on a walk, a single, a couple of singles, but we've been holding them scoreless since. Well, there's trouble to center as it gets over the head of our center fielder out there, Aiden Boss, and they get a leadoff double from Colton Brandt. 6th hit for Mayo. And George Restovich coming up. He struck out and reached on an error. The runner at second. Nobody out. Smith checks the runner, delivers. Strike one called by our umpire. 0-1 is your count as Smith needs to go to work here. He's got a little 3-run cushion, but it's fouled that out of play. So 0-2. See if he can fool him and get another strikeout here. Restovich down on 4 pitches in the first inning. This will be the 3rd pitch of this at bat, and it's 0-2. Runner gets his lead at second, Brandt, and the pitch is fouled again. It's 0-2 yet again. As Casey Olvey has all the gear on today, he's got to be warm. As does Brandt, who's out on second base. He's their catcher. He's going to be feeling good out there with all that equipment. In the hot sunshine, here's the 0-2. Oh, that's way outside. So a 1-2 count to Restovich. Or is it Restovich? Either way, George. And that's outside again, 2-2. As this at bat continues with all kinds of foul balls, and now a 2-2 count. Preston only a 1 walk and 2 strikeouts, so those numbers aren't huge, but he's got a chance to add to it here with a 2-2 pitch. This is knocked right back up the middle, and it gets past the shortstop, and that'll score a run. Drew couldn't glove that one, and it's 5-3 on the E6. Restovich is there at first with the run in. 5-3. Runner at first. Still nobody out here in the 5th. And Gavin Iverson is up here. He's flown out to left twice. 0 for 2 day for the shortstop. Runner at first gets his lead. That's Restovich as Gavin waits the pitch from Preston. Smith delivers, and it's third base side foul. Strike one. Each team with one lefty in the lineup. Birch, the 8-hitter for Mayo, and Aiden Jensen, the 8-hitter for Albert Lee. Smith with the 0-1 delivery, and it's up high. 1-1 to Iverson. Second error on Albert Lee today. And this one is playable in foul territory, first base side, and Jensen makes the catch for out number 1. And Restovich stays there, of course. Another fly ball out. That'll be number 7 for Preston Smith. As Grayson Yankee comes up, he walked and scored in the second and then grounded out to third in the third. It's the left fielder. 1 out. 1 on in the 5th. 5-3 now. Swing and a miss. And a strike to Yankee. As Restovich gets his lead off of first. Jensen holding them all over there. The pitch is swung on a miss. He might have got a little piece of that one, but it's still 0-2. Preston needs another strikeout, but that one's fouled out of play. Right side stays 0-2. And the pitch is fouled straight back. Stays 0-2. You can say Yankee is staying alive, much like John Travolta and the Bee Gees. Don't forget about them. Runner at first and one out here. We're top of the fifth, 5-3 Albert Lee. VFW baseball. The 447 crew trying to get to 9-1 on the year. Playing 7-2 Mayo here, and so far having the best of it. But anytime we get Preston Smith on the hill, you're going to get a steady game. The runner goes. The throw is a little high, and he's safe. Restovich with the stolen base, their first steal of the game. And a 1-2 count now to Yankee. The runner at second. And one out. And his delivery is a liner right over second base and out into right field. The second baseman and into right field. A lot of runners at the corners as Restovich goes to third. Yankee with a single is at first with one down for Oliver Busher. 7th hit of the game for Mayo. And a meeting on the mound coming up with Rich Yost and the infield all going in to surround Preston Smith here with runners at the corners and one out in the fifth. And a 2-run lead for the good guys as Busher coming up here for the second time. He pinch hit for Lincoln Cox when Cox was removed from the game. Cox actually was hit a base hit and a run scored, his only at bat. But Busher also singled in his at bat. Got stranded at second. But hitting here in a whole different way. He was the leadoff batter last inning. Now, with runners at the corners, one already in after a leadoff double by Brandt. An error and a steal. And Restovich is over at third. Yankee at first on a base hit. Preston stays in the game, and he'll face Busher here. Trying to get out of a jam. Preston checks the runners, and he pivots, but does not throw to first. Once again, setting and now pitching, and the runner goes, but it's fouled out of play. He'll have to go back as it's strike one to Busher. We're in the top of the fifth, 5-3, Albert Lee. But Rochester with a tying run at first as they have runners at the corners and one out here. Nice double play would be excellent. The 0-1 on the way, and it's grounded too short. He goes to second for the out there, and the throw, the relay does not get the runner. And Busher just going to stay there and not be the third out at third, but they do get the lead runner. The run scores from third, Restovich, to make it 5-4 now, Albert Lee, with a 1-run lead. Yankee is out at second for the second out. Busher on at first with two down. And a 5-4 lead. And this will be Cam Warneberg, who's the right fielder, struck out and flew out to right. 0 for 2 day going. So Busher on with the fielder's choice, and he's the lone base runner now with a 1-run lead for Albert Lee in the top of the fifth with two down. That's outside and low. 2-0 to Warneberg. Get the wind blowing in a little bit. It's on the ground, left side, and scooped by the third baseman, and in time to Jensen. Nice play over there for Drew Ulvey, and it ends the threat. They do come across with a couple of runs here in the fifth to make it 5-4 Albert Lee. But we do have the one-run lead, and we're coming to bat. We can change things in a hurry here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to...
Did I do that? I'm sorry. Let's hear from them again.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
Well, Cooper Rassler will lead off here in the bottom of the fifth for Albert Lee. They're up 5-4. It'll be Rassler, Boss, and Jensen, the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Rassler had a bunt single and scored in the second inning, and then walked and scored on a balk in the third. So been on twice, scored twice. Rassler coming in 9 of 26 batting, 346 average, 5 runs scored, 4 RBIs. No extra base hits. And he leads off here in the fifth with a foul tip, strike one. Playing out in right field today. He's got a couple of putouts out there. Takes ball one, 1-1. Bottom of 5. And a outside the zone pitch there to go 2-1 on Rassler. Coop takes again, but that's a strike called. So 2-2. Boss on deck. Jensen third up this inning. That's scorched up the middle, but it's got grabbed by the second baseman. He gets it to first in time for the out. 1 up, 1 down on a 4-3 putout. And Aiden Boss coming up with 1 out. Clinging to a 1-run lead here as we are in the latter stages of the game, and Boss with a strikeout and a walk and a run scored. Had a 4.11 average coming in. Takes strike one. And a foul for 0-2 start to Boss's at bat. Struck out a 3-2 pitch back in the second, and then he walked on 4 straight in his second at bat. Ended up scoring the 5th and so far final run for Albert Lee. That's way up high. 1-2 from Weston Brandt, who has been pretty good in relief. I mean, he struck out the side last inning. He's got 3 strikeouts in the game and give up the 1 run, but no hits yet. Two and two now to Aiden Boss. I don't know how he does it with the long sleeves, but or one long sleeve, I should say. And that one is going to be called strike 3 on that outside corner. And Boss is down on strikes for the second time of the game, and that's the second out of the inning. 4 strikeouts for Brandt. 7 for Mayo pitching today. Aiden Jensen up. He was a strikeout victim last time up. And then reached on a fielder's choice in the second. It was stranded there. Actually, it's a pinch hitter, Peyton Alberts, in now for Jensen. Here in the 5th, Alberts hits one to short, and it's A little looper there that he catches for the out. And a 1-2-3 inning second in a row for Weston Brandt. He's been pitching lights out, 4 strikeouts too. As it's 5-4 after 5, Albert Lee at least leading, but they're going to have to shut down this Mayo offense. Coming up in the 6th on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lee. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2020...
Sorry, I keep doing that. I apologize to GT Window and Door. Let's do that again.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lee. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
Well, Mayo got 2 last inning to make it a close one, 5-4 as we head to the 6th, but they're batting the 8-9-1 hitters, and this is William Birch, the first baseman, the lefty, the only lefty in their lineup. He did single his first time up, but he flew out to a shortstop or popped to short his second time up. Now a grounder to short, and it's over to first in time. Jensen stays at first. Albert's batted for him in the last half inning, but Albert's still out there at first, and it's 1 up, 1 down on a 6-3 putout. 6 ground ball outs, 7 air outs, 2 strikeouts for, I guess we got a new pitcher too, and it's Breckin Walkholes. And he delivers outside to 9-hitter Weston Brandt. And a 2-0 count now to Brandt. Walkholz delivers, and that is high and inside, 3-0. 1 pitch, 1 out, and now 3-0 to the 9-hitter. Don't want to walk him. It just sets a bad precedent, but he did in 4 pitches. He walks the 9-hitter. And that brings up the top of the order again, Ethan Wong. Nope. It's number 1. It's Victor Peterson batting for Wong. Here in the 6th. And Walkholes unwinds, and this one is a flare to right. That's going to land, and everybody's safe. Although they throw to second and got him. Got him on the force play. Beautiful job out there in right field by Cooper Rassler, who gets it to a shortstop covering Drew Olvey, and they got that lead runner, Brandt, out at second on a 9-6 putout. You don't see that often, as fielder's choice for Peterson is on at first with 2 down. And here's Colton Brandt, the catcher. Flew out to left, flew out to center, and then doubled and scored in the last time up. Takes strike 1 here. So the tying run is at first. Here in the top of the 6th. 0-1 count, 2 down. Then they throw over. Walkholes with a good move over there, and he's got zip on that ball, whether he's throwing to first or pitching. Back safely though, Brandt, or who's over there? Peterson. That's low. 2-1, or is it 1-1? 1-1. Trying to preserve the lead here with the pitching change. Preston then goes 5 innings. Oh, right between Brecken's legs, and can't get the lead runner, but they do go to first and get that one on a nice 4-3 put out. As second baseman had a good inning there, Brendan Soper. And that's what they needed on a 4-3 put out to end the half inning with a 5-4 Albertley lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th on AlbertlyLive.com.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee.
Well, it looks like Bryson Gilliam will lead off here in the 9 spot for Brendan Soper. Bryson leading stealer on the team with 8 stolen bases, but he's going to get on to put that to use. But it's bottom of the 6th. Gilliam hitting .285 on the year. 5 runs scored, 3 RBIs, and those 8 steals. 4 more than anyone else. There's like 5 guys at 4 each, but he's got 8 to lead the team. And is this Brandt out there for his... Let me see. His number 12 is Weston Brandt. Yep. Came in with 2 outs in the 3rd and has been real stellar. He had 3 innings, including 4 strikeouts in that run of 6 outs. And facing Gilliam here, the lefty. Fouls one off for strike 1. Let me fix the scoreboard here. As we are in the bottom of the 6th, rather, and a 1-1 count. That's up high. 2 balls and a strike to leadoff batter Bryson Gilliam. And a swing through that one evens the count at 2-2. Weston Brandt delivers, and that's outside. A full count, 3-2. Here's the 3-2, and it is called strike 3. As Brandt continues to throw Ks, his 5th. That's top of the order now with Preston Smith. And 1 out, nobody on. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, Albert Lee, since the 3rd inning. 2 in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, and they've been quiet since because Brandt came in here and he's changed things as they have whittled 2 runs to make it a close one, 5-4. Strike is called. It's 1-1 to Preston. Smith has grounded to short, a walk, and a hit by pitch today. That's low. 2-1. Two and one out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. And a breaking pitch that the umpire liked makes it 2-2. And right to the second baseman for the 2nd out of the inning. Strikeout and a ground out, and we are 2 down, nobody on for Casey Olvey. Casey today flew out to left, struck out, and had a flare to 3rd. So he is due 0 for 3 day going. Casey came in, of course, with a .291 average. He's got a catch today, too, and that's always rough, especially on these hot days like this. In and out of that equipment, sweating the bucket. and trying to get some good at-bats. This is fouled backwards out of play, so 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. 1 run. Albertley lead here in the bottom of the 6th. 3 outs away from a win, but that's a strike. We'd like to get some insurance runs here. Or a insurance run, even. But with 2 down and nobody on, that's a tough task. That's up high, though. 2-2 now to Casey. Paxton Hovde is on deck, or due up next. I don't see a number on who's on deck there, but this is foul, third base side. And we'll go 2-2 again. I think it's Walkholes in the Hovde spot as he took over for pitcher, and that's a 1 hopper to second. And back-to-back 4-3 putouts, and another 1-2-3 inning for Brandt. He has been excellent. 3 1-2-3 innings in a row for Weston Brandt in relief. He should have been starting. As we go to the 7th now, it's 5-4 Albert Lee, and 3 outs from victory. See what happens here with Brecken Walkholes coming out to pitch. The 7th on AlbertleeLive.com.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee.
So we go to the 7th. Walkholes on the hill to face the 3-4-5 hitters. That's, no, that's not. It's the wrong side. It is the 3-4-5 the other way, too. Aristovich, Iverson, and Yankee due up. See if they bat. They did bring a lot of players, so we'll see if they got any pinch hitting going on. But Aristovich is on the on-deck circle. He's 0-for-3, though. Well, actually, he reached error twice. Stole a base and scored a run, and then struck out. It was an E5 and an E6 in which he reached. The only 2 errors for Albert Lee on the day, and they were both on Aristovich at bats. Only one hurt him as he came across the score there. 4th run, and it's 5-4. Albert Lee 3 outs away from a 9-1 record. They've had 2 shutouts this year, 4-0 over Century, 9-0 over Waseca. They beat Casson. They had 16 runs. I don't remember what Casson scored on that, but their only loss was 5-3 to Cannon Falls. Beat Austin 7-6. Red Wing just past Monday 7-4. There was a 3-2 win up in Faribault. 11-1 over Stewartville. 4-3 over Byron. It's been a fun year. About a half dozen games left here. 5-6 games in July. And we'll have most of those. As the only road games they have left is there's a doubleheader scheduled in Winona later this month, but I'm not sure if they'll play the doubleheader, but here's Rustovich to lead off the 7th against Brecken Walkholes. He finished the game on Monday with 7 strikeouts. Hasn't got one yet here, but ball 1 to Rustovich. And a strike called. 1-1 count now. You got to get 3 outs before they score to get the win here. And that is on the ground. Third baseman was over there, but it was shortstop Hovde who got it over to Jensen at first for 1 out. And we're 2 outs from victory. As Iverson comes up, he's over 3. He flew out to left twice and popped out to first. As Walkholes, the pregame player profile, steps to the hill again, and he's got the dirtiest pants on the team as far as look all the way up and down in front of his pants, just dirt. That's when you know you're playing right. Oh, there was a slow earlier down the first baseline, and the umpire finally makes the call, and he says out at first. That thing just never went foul. It was picked up by Wachholz, I believe. Or was that Olvey who picked it up? The catcher. Anyway, it's 2 down. And we're 1 out from victory here for Grayson Yonke coming up. Two in the second, 3 in the third, and it's held up so far. They're 1 out away from another win. Nobody on here for Mayo, and a swing and a miss for Yonke, who is, well, he's walked and scored, and then grounded out to third, and then had a base hit. 0-1. And that hits that corner, called. Strike 2, and down to their last strike with Yonke. 0-2 from Brecken. It'd be great if he got his first strikeout of the game on the little final out of the game. As the 0-2's on the way. And he swings through it and ends the game with the K. And Brecken comes in and does the job. He just hops off the mound, and he is all fired up as that's it, 5-4, and another victory. They go to 9-1 on the season. So that's just a great play here. It's fun to watch these guys, too. As we'll take our Service Master cleanup break and be back to wrap things up here this afternoon on the 3rd of July from AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
It wasn't easy, but we got this in the books. 5-3 win for Albert Lea over Mayo to go to 9-1 on the year. They have a game Monday here against Northfield at 5. We'll have that for you here at Hike Field. And then they also play at home Wednesday against Rochester JM. Saturday next week they go on the 12th to Winona. It's a scheduled doubleheader, but we'll see if they play. That's a long drive there and back and to play a doubleheader. That's quite a day. But they're young. They'll get over it. And then they wrap up their regular season with a game here against Owatonna on the 13th. That's a Sunday at 5. As far as the American Legion schedule, they only have one more home game, and it's Monday, July 14th against Rochester Mayo at 6:30. They are on, let me see, they just had a game. They got the 7th. So Monday, they're at Rochester JM at Adams Field. Then they're at Austin. We may do the Austin game on the 8th. Marcusson Park is a good venue to broadcast from. I'll talk to the folks over there, see if we can get that game on Tuesday the 8th next week. 7 o'clock game time. Then Mayo here at Hike on the 14th. Then they go to Winona on the 16th and wrap up at the Legion Tournament in Owatonna, the 20th through the 25th of July. So the seasons are winding down, but it's fun, both with winning records and the Legion is, I think, 3-1, while 9-1 for the VFW boys here at Post 447. Playing some really good ball today, this year, and very fun to watch. I'm Jay Paul. Thanks for tuning in. It's obvious I need my daughter or somebody here to help me because it's a little overwhelming, especially when your camera dies on you and you have to restart the broadcast. You knew that would happen. I knew that would happen. Of course, it's the law of averages. So we'll hear from our sponsors here as we head out the door here on AlbertLeeLive.com. Thanks for watching.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com. Mr. Sandless in Albert.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lee. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee.